Hello again and welcome back to the card mat. The tutorial for this one, the last video we're doing, you've seen it. If you didn't, you missed out. But this is the tutorial for it anyway. It's fantastic, it's impromptu, and yeah, great. You can start off as I did, with a prediction already written or a card already hidden in the box or in your wallet or something, and just make sure that that card is on the bottom, and then the trick works straight away. It's all impromptu, it's all self-working once you've got that card on the bottom, right? If you don't want to do that, you can just let the spectator shuffle the packet. When you get the packet back, glimpse what the bottom card is and then make your prediction, right? If you want to do it the way I've done it, pinky break on the bottom card, pull it into your hand, pull the rest of the pack out and go, do us a favour, shuffle them. They'll take the cards, you've palmed your card off, they'll give them a ruddy good shuffling, give you them back, and you'll plant your card back into place. So they have shuffled the packet. Once you've done that, you'll then give them the packet and say, I do not want to touch it again. Okay? Ask them to take out 13 cards, any 13 cards. We'll make this simple. We'll just take them from the top. 3, 6, 9, 12, and 13. Now, there is always a chance, if you have them spread on the table, as I did in the performance, that they would pick your card. Yeah. If they do that, I'll show you a little out, which can be an effect on its own, and it's still based around the number 13, believe it or not. So they've gone and picked out 13 random cards, which you will then ask them to shuffle. It was 13, wasn't it? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Which they can shuffle. And then take out any 3 that they like from this one. 1, 2, and 3. We'll play it simple. They've got hold of that packet. You'll pick this one up and say, I'll give you the full packet because you're going to need it. But make sure that the full packet goes on top of them 10 cards. You had 13, you took 3 out, left you with 10. They go to the bottom. So your card is now the 11th one from the bottom. Okay? They will look at them cards. And you'll tell them it's all over about the number 13 and whatever you want to tell them. But if they had a picture card there, obviously a jack is 11, a queen is 12, and the king is 13, right? So if the king turns over, they wouldn't deal a card onto it. But you would tell them to use the base card as the starting point, the value of the base card as the starting point, and build it up to the total of 13. So they would have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. They would have a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. They got a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. You would then tell them to add the values of the base cards up, reminding them, of course, all the time through it that they shuffled the packet. They chose 13 random cards. They shuffled them. They chose 3 random cards. Them 3 cards could be any of the 52 cards in the packet. Chances of them coming out on the next time are astronomical. They're astronomical. So they add them up and they'd get to 13. 4 and 4 is 8 and 5 is 13. You would now ask them to deal down to the 13th card. How lucky is that? And tricks all based around the number 13, and that happens. Fantastic. It won't always. You can end up with 29, 25, 32. You can end up with any number there, basically. You get 32. Yeah, you could get a 32 technically. 2 kings would be 26. And an 8. No, a 6 would be 32. See, so you could have 3 kings there and then it'd be 39. Wow. So they add them up and they get to 13, and you tell them to deal down to the 13th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. You will then gather up all of the cards explaining what had gone on about them shuffling the packet, random 13 cards shuffled, random 3 cards, and everything else that goes with it, and you're always going to end up on your prediction. You are, yeah, no matter what goes on, you, as long as that is at the bottom to start with, and then 10 cards go to the bottom, you will always end up on your prediction card. Right, now, if some clever bugger decides to pick the bottom card, because they might do, ask somebody to take 13 cards out of the packet. They'll start off at one side and work their way to the other. If they got down to here and they were on 10, they might have to go 11, 12 and take the bottom card, if you see what I mean. So it can happen. So if they end up picking that one with it, they'd have 3, 6, 9 and 12, and that would be the last card they'd pick, which would be on the top. Pick it up and use it to scoop up all the cards, so it ends up on the bottom of this packet. Job done. Bottom of this packet. If it had been in the middle somewhere, you just watch where it went, and you'd put the packet around it so you get it on the bottom. As long as you got it on the bottom, you're fine. Now, again, it's all based around the number 13. You'd say, we're going to do something strange based on the number 13. Take one card to the bottom. Now put 3 on the table. So that was 1 and 3 is 13. Or put a 10 to the bottom and 3 units on the table, which is 10 and 3 is 13. So a 10 to the bottom and 3 units. A 10 to the bottom and 3 units, leaving you with 1 card. What do you think it is? You guessed it. The prediction card. And I say, a nice little out or a trick on its own if you don't want to go through all the other one. But there we go. A nice impromptu prediction effect based around everybody's favourite number, well, especially mine, the number 13. I do hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.